What's up guys, Premium right here, welcome back to episode 17, the second last episode of the Spurs career mode season 1. Just thought I'd show you the table, because at the end of the last episode we drew level on points with Liverpool in 4th place. We're both on 60, we've still got a game in hand though, and we will start in the Premier League. We've got a home game against Hull. We start with Lloris, Davis, Vertonghen, Kabul, Walker, Strootman, Dembele, Ericsson, Townsend, Soldado remaining up top, and Lamela on the right hand side. As I said, we only needed this. I don't think this was our game in hand because everyone else was playing, but even still, we really needed to beat Hull at home. And typical fucking us throughout this whole series, we never get off to games well. We never get off to a good start, and that was exactly the same in this game. They had a couple of early chances. I think it was 3 chances very early on in the game. The first one was from Abel Hernandez. The second one here from Diame, a fabulous save from Lloris to deny Diame on the edge of the box. And then Hull have one more chance here. Diame and Gaston Ramirez linking up well, and again another fantastic save from Lloris to deny them the goal. And we really only get our first proper shot, our first proper attempt on target until right on the stroke of half time. Soldado doing well, slipping in Ericsson. You've really got to score from there, Ericsson, mate. But he does well to keep it alive again, whips it back in, but unfortunately they just clear it. And that was into half time. But into the second half then, and our poor start to the first half was mirrored into our poor start into the second half. And to be fair, Hull end up taking the lead here, and it was fair to them. To be fair, they did fucking dominate us, and that was Diame putting it in. And as soon as he fucking put that in, I had to make some changes because we were just absolute garbage. We brought Lennon on for Lamela for a bit more pace. We also then swapped Ericsson and Dembele, took Dembele off for Paulinho, playing him a little bit further forward. And we also brought on Marshall for Soldado, because Paulinho at the cam position hasn't actually been playing too bad this season. He's been popping up with some vital goals, so I hoped he'd do that again. But even after they'd gone 1-0 up, Hull was still fucking on top. We were all over the gaff, and they really should have gone 2-0 up here. Ben Arthur shot on the edge of the box. Lloris parries, and Abel Hernandez, you've got to put that away. I'm sorry. If you're a Hull City fan, you'll be crying in your seat right now. But finally, we do actually manage to start dominating the game. Again, I brought Paulinho on to play him at cam, and I thought he popped up here with a fantastic finish, but unfortunately that just squirms wide. But anyway, we do actually manage then to equalise. We brought Marshall on for a bit of pace because Soldado was lacking a little bit up front, lacking in fitness. And Marshall was played through, and we do get a fairly lucky penalty. And of all the people to bring him down for the penalty, it's Michael fucking Dawson, of all people. I kind of felt a little bit sorry for him, to be fair. Ex-Spurs man, and if you see by the replay, it's never a penalty. Alright, fair enough, he kind of takes Marshall out first before he wins the ball. But even still, if that's given a penalty in real life, you're going to be absolutely livid. So it was up to Paulinho to step up then and hopefully equalise for us. Paulinho, even though in real life he's fucking dog shit, on FIFA he's actually been decent. He does step up and slot it down the middle. As I said, you know, for this season and on FIFA he's generally alright. On Ultimate Team he's a bit of a fucking tank in midfield, and on the career mode he's actually played above expectations, to be fair, because I didn't really want to use him at the start of the season, but he's actually come in and scored some fucking vital goals for us. Anyway, that brought it back to 1-1 in the 83rd minute. But were our dreams shattered in the 87th minute? Hernandez, Kabul and Strootman just get drawn straight to the ball, and Abel Hernandez makes up for his earlier miss. You know, he really should have scored it just before half-time. I think it was, you know, with that chance that Lloris spurned. But he's not going to miss that one. It goes straight through Lloris, and that puts them 2-1 up. And that seemed to be almost game over. But we don't ever give up. That is the problem. That's not necessarily the problem, but that's our character now. We fucking never give up. And in the 93rd minute almost, Lennon fucking steals it off one of the centre-backs, lays it across to Townsend, and he's put it into the back of the net to bring it back to 2-2. And that keeps our Champions League dream alive. Even with a point, even though I think Liverpool end up going to win their game as well. So even we've still got a game in hand. We're only 2 points behind now. So we really needed that point to keep our hopes alive. But a poor performance nonetheless. We really should be beating Hull, but you know, to equalise in the 93rd minute, I can't really complain. And that was that in terms of the points. Then on to the Europa League final, boys, and the team we play is Lloris, Davis, Vertonghen, Kabul, Walker, Lamela, Dembele, Maya, Ericsson, Lennon, and Marshall, playing a flat 5 in midfield. And as you can see there, the Europa League final just happened. it just had to be at the Emirates, didn't it? It just fucking had to be at the Scumerates. And so I knew this was going to be as tougher than I first anticipated. But as you can see there, we got through Monaco after the knockout rounds, or into the knockout rounds. Then we beat Everton, beat Villarreal, and now we're playing PSG in the final. And to be fair, to lose to PSG wouldn't not have been a bad thing at all. You know, they are a top European club. They're not just a good Champions League side. That, you know, they're challenging for the Champions League, so they're a fantastic side. And so I don't really know how how we were going to get on in this game. We tried to sit 5 in midfield and try and dominate the ball, but immediately, even after 6 or 7 minutes, I could tell that this was going to be an absolute domination by them. Motta and Ibrahimovic linking up well, smashing one off the post. And that was after the 7th minute. And then after the 15th minute, I would try and clear it. We just can't fucking get it away. Verratti slips in Lucas. You know, fair enough, Lloris could have done a lot better with that, but he puts it into the back of the net anyway, and PSG go 1-0 up in the Europa League final, and I was fucking disappointed with this, because, you know, we got so far, and we did so well to get to the Europa League final, and then we could have had anyone. We could have had fucking, I'd have preferred Fiorentina in the final, or something like that, but we had to get fucking PSG, probably the toughest game that we could have ever anticipated. But anyway, even though they went 1-0 up, they still continue to dominate here. Ibra with a great shot. Lloris makes a good save. And then Verratti is going to creep in. No, it's just going to pass wide. But as I said, we were getting dominated all over the place. Their players were just far superior to ours. And they almost score again here. We were riding our luck, to be honest. Lloris made a couple of good saves. And then Verratti there hits the post again. But unfortunately, we were just getting dominated. But again, we don't get our first sort of chance until later on in the first half. We did actually start growing into the game. This is a tame one from Eriksen on the edge of the box, about the 33rd minute or whatever. But then we do actually get another fantastic chance just after. Marshall weaving out, going past David Luiz, strikes one. I thought it was in, but it just passed the post. And that was half time. And early on in that game, after 20 odd minutes, we were getting fucking dominated. But towards the end of the first half, we wouldn't necessarily say on top, but we were actually having our fair share of chances. And so we tweaked a few things at half time. I believe we took off Eriksen and brought on Strootman just to give us a little bit more defensive solidarity. And I fired the boys up at half time. You know, I fucking got them in the dressing room, fired them up. I said, look, you've got 45 minutes to go and make yourself heroes. And the team talk seemed to have worked because we come out all guns blazing. Lennon doing well down the right hand side, whips it in. Maya, it's off the fucking bar. Strootman, oh, he can't put it in the net. And the keeper saves, and that was our proper best chance to get level in this game. And you know what happens is if you don't take your chances in European football, you get punished, and that's exactly what happens. Lennon fucks up the clearance. It falls to Verratti, who hit the post early on in the game, and he's not going to miss from there. You know, 10 yards out, corner of the goal. He's not going to miss from there, and he puts it straight into the back of the net to give him the 2-0 lead, and I knew it was going to be tough. Even coming from 1-0 down, we were with a chance, but 2-0 down just made it doubly hard. And it's just because it was at the fucking Emirates, I'm telling you. If it was anywhere else, we would have fucking won this game. But anyway, we do actually manage to pull one back then. Strootman doing fairly well. We brought him on, turning and turning, slipping in Maya with a fantastic finish into the near post, and that was straight after they actually doubled their lead to make it 2-0. So we were back within a shout. Strootman doing very well, slipping down Maya down the channel, and a great finish near post to give us a hope. That's all it was, a hope. 2-1 down in the 60th minute, trying to get back into this game. But unfortunately, PSG do then actually get themselves a penalty. I thought Ibrahimovic was about to shoot there, and so I was fair enough to try and block it with Vertonghen. But instead, Ibra actually takes it round him. Vertonghen brings him down, and they get a penalty. And pretty much, if Ibra slots this, it's game over, and they've pretty much won the Europa League, which is unfortunate for us. No idea why they've just made a change before taking the penalty. But here it is then, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the man that you just don't want to come up against at all, to break Tottenham hearts. What's he going to do? What the fuck's he going to do? Lloris trying to make himself big. Ibra steps up, sends it to the right, off the fucking post, and he puts it in, and the 63rd minute it was 3-1, and that was pretty much game over. And that is how it finished, boys. Unfortunately, we did actually manage to lose the Europa League final. But as I said, losing to PSG is no bad thing, to be fair, because they are top European side. We're pretty much only a Europa League team, to be fair, but we're building for the future. I wanted to just add this little bit in there. You can see Thiago Silva lifting the trophy. But as I said, you know, coming runners up in the Europa League to get that far was absolutely fantastic. So everyone could be proud of themselves at the club. But unfortunately, we just couldn't push ourselves over the line. It was at the fucking Scumerates. That's why I'm telling you now. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much it. If you have enjoyed this video, please drop it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new around here. The next episode will be the last one in the series, in the season. So I hope you're looking forward to that. our challenge for top 4 is coming to a conclusion. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you all, and I'll see you guys later on. Goodbye.